Hello and welcome to the K Gun. 11, 10, 24. We killed it last week. Chad's here to kill it again this week. Go ahead, Chad.
Yeah, and here at the K Gun, we cover kind of a little bit of everything. Some of the stuff you won't hear anywhere else. A little bit of fantasy, a little bit of betting, just general NFL stuff we're looking at. So one of them was not really being talked about. Is DraftKings reported this month that the books have kind of seen a four standard deviation this month in NFL betting against the books. So actually, the last 2, 3 weeks as a better in the NFL. Um, we've been taking the books. Most people have been taking the books, and that's usually not sustainable. Obviously, they have a profitable business for a reason. So the books are setting very, very aggressive lines due to a really bad month this week. So be careful out there betting favorites and obvious plays. The books are going to start setting more aggressive lines and kind of start moving that the other direction. Right now, the Munich game is on. I've been on Theo Johnson today. Daniel Jones looks terrible in this first half, though, so I don't feel good about it. Brian Dayball's basically ready to throw him off the field. Uh, he's trying to hype him up, but you can tell he's just pissed. But Theo Johnson, if you look at that tweet I sent you, Luke, um, this kid's
Oh,
really starting to emerge. He is the second highest ever tight end on a athleticism score on the RAS system out of like 1,100 tight ends over the last 30 years. So obviously freakish prospect, and they're starting to get him involved in New York. Uh, but Daniel Jones just sucks. So we'll see if he can come through in the second half. For the Bears, I'm kind of
damn
on
it.
Roshan Johnson this week. You good?
Yeah, no, I just finally got that tweet airdropped
Oh,
over
that's
here.
fine. We could go back to it real fast. We got a minute.
There we go. There you go.
So here you go on an RAS score. He had a 9.9. Yeah. Shout out to the data. What is it? Math bomb or whatever. That's a great little factoid though.
Oh
So
yeah,
Theo Johnson,
can't that at
yeah, at Math bomb with that great tweet. So keep your eye on Theo Johnson. If you don't have him in your league, you should have him. Yeah, we can go to Roshan now. Sorry, a little early morning bugs this morning. Roshan Johnson. Um, why did the Bears overpay for DeAndre Swift when they had running backs? Why did they keep Everflus? Why didn't they draft Jaden Daniels? I don't know. It's the Bears. But what we do know is they finally moved Khalil Herbert, and they should start working Roshan Johnson. And very quietly, he's become the goal line back as well. Great prospect out of Texas. I think he's been the best back on the roster the last 2 years. Um, they just don't seem to feed him, but they're starting to feature him. He's the goal line back. He was overshadowed in college by Bijan. He's Bijan Robinson's teammate. So, I mean,
mm,
if it weren't for a generational back ahead of him, he'd probably be a feature back already in the NFL. Swift is injury prone. So make sure you have Roshan Johnson stashed for the bench run or stretch run here if you don't already. And I kind of like his anytime touchdown today at plus 260 being the goal line back. So,
okay. Good pick.
yeah. In Indy, I think it's a Mo Alley Cox week in Indy. They don't really have Granson's been getting snaps. Indy's tight ends have been a mess. But we're due for a Mo Alley Cox week. He pops up about once a month. And so I'm taking over 8.5 yards negative at 110, minus 110. And I also have sprinkled in his plus 700 for an anytime touchdown against the Bills. They're going to have to throw the ball. He had 2 grabs in week 5. He had 4 grabs in week 6. Uh, I think he gets 1 or 2 today. It's a Mo Alley Cox week. For the Chiefs game, let's go to Xavier Worthy. Xavier Worthy under 2.5 grabs, plus money for that. He hasn't hit that line in like 3 weeks, and you're getting plus money for under 2.5 receptions. 0 receptions last week. He's been under this number of 5 games, and this is before DeAndre Hopkins. Now they got DeAndre Hopkins. Denver D is tough, and the Chiefs are actually playing a 12 o'clock game for the first time all year, I think. They've been on prime time every damn game. We're fading Xavier Worthy. I do actually, I sprinkled his touchdown line
Hmm.
because I think he could get like a run or a shovel pass at the goal line or something. But I don't see him getting 3 grabs and all of a sudden be a key part of the passing offense. Same thing. We're looking for guys a little further down the lines this week. So one of them is Tyler Algier in the Saints game with the Falcons. I think the Falcons should pound the ball against the Saints. Algier's been
Hmm.
really, really good actually, quietly. Even though, like I said, they do have Bijan still. The Saints fired Dennis Allen. I do think they probably play inspired. Most teams do after firing a coach. So I
Yeah.
think this game stays closer than you think, and I think they pound the ball. I like Algier anytime touchdown plus 220. I think he gets one this week. But I almost do like the Saints to cover the 3.5 off the coach being fired. So sprinkled that one in. Let's go to Pittsburgh and Jalen Warren. I'm on Jalen Warren over 13.5 receiving yards at the Commanders. It's minus 110 on FanDuel. Um, I don't think they get Najee going against a quietly stout Commanders defense. And so I think we get check down Russ this week. Love over 13.5 yards. I don't, if they can't get Najee going, they got to go to Jalen Warren.
Yeah.
Yep. Quick PSA as the chief of the DJ Chark Stand Club. We have been early. I apologize. I still stand by everything we've been saying the last couple of weeks. I think he's going to end up emerging as the wide receiver one this week. I thought he was going to go last week. So I was on the Lad McConkey under. He didn't go. He is going to go this week. So I do like the Lad McConkey under this week. And I took a DJ Chark anytime touchdown for plus 750. He's going
Okay.
to be the wide receiver one. There's no way we're going to get plus 750 again at any time this year. We just haven't seen him this year. That's the only
Yeah.
thing. So, uh, we've talked enough about DJ Chark now, but I am the president of the club. You can send me any fan mail. Um, Dallas. Holy cow, is Dallas a mess? Um,
They
Jerry
suck.
Jones go. Yeah, he's so Jerry goes out and picks up Jonathan Mingo, massively overpays, gives like fourth round draft capital when nobody wanted the kid. He hasn't caught more than like 5 balls. Uh, and then Dak's supposedly going to go on IR, but maybe not now. Like he's
Yeah.
not yet on IR, but he's going to go on IR. They're starting Cooper Rush. Dallas is a mess, but here's the deal: Cooper Rush is smart. He actually graduated college. He's smart enough to know I got to chuck it up to CD Lamb on every play. So I think he's
Right.
going to do that. CD Lamb over 5.5 receptions. I think Cooper Rush is just going to be a one read guy and pepper Lamb like he should. I'm all over CD Lamb over 5.5 receptions at minus 120 today.
Okay.
I like the Jets to cover. I think the Jets 1.5 at the Cardinals. I just don't think we can get rid of Aaron Rodgers that quickly. They're going to win a couple.
No.
They're going to win a couple, and the
Minus one and a
Cardinals are
half.
not
Hardly
good.
anything.
Yeah, well, it's because they're on the road, right? They'd probably be
Yeah.
up.
Just
They'd
three
probably
points.
get a point and a half if they were home.
Yeah.
And the Jets finally got Hassan Reddick back. I think
Okay.
maybe they can actually play defense. They're supposed to have a defense. They have
Supposed to
yet
have
to
one of the
play
best
defense.
defenses. We'll see.
Allegedly. I think we actually
Allegedly.
see it this week, and I think the Cardinals are not good. I'm on the Jets to cover the 1.5. They probably win by at least a field goal. Thank goodness Nico Collins is back. What a baller. He's just been great.
Hmm.
I don't think anybody had him projected that high coming out of Michigan. Like he was a raw talent, big
Hmm.
kid, but he's just
It's
been
worked out.
awesome. You're getting the discount because it's his first week back on his anytime touchdown at plus 120.
Okay.
So I kind of sprinkled that. Let's go to the Chase graphic here
Here
for
we
the
go.
Thursday night reaction. Jamar Chase becoming Jamie Dimon and literally going to the bank. Um, he's looking at Justin Jefferson money now. Obviously, Thursday night reaction. He went nuclear, 11 grabs for 264 and 3 touchdowns, and the Bengals still lost. Um,
Yeah.
and speaking of banking, the other Chase was still good. Chase Brown was still really solid, looked electric again. He had a costly fumble, though. I think that was really a turning point of the game. No one really talked about the Bengals were dominating that game. Chase Brown has a costly fumble inside their own 30. Ravens punch it right in and end up get going. So bad week for Chase Brown. And then I want your thoughts about Nick Bosa being fined 11.5 grand for wearing a MAGA hat, dude.
It's ridiculous. You're allowed to express feelings. I also say shut up and dribble. Whatever. I liked his like response the next day when they were like, or maybe it was the same day when they were asking about it. And he was just like, yeah, I guess it worked. I know it was after the election where they were asking him, and he was like, yeah, it all worked out or whatever. So it's stupid. That's dumb. I always just have to say when everybody talks about it, Bo says their great grandfather was Joey Batters, so Tony Accardo. So I always find that
Right.
interesting about them. But yeah, whatever.
My reaction
Also, the
was
Boses are dumb. They've always been dumb. Not that I don't support Trump, but they're just dumb.
But man, they're big and strong. They're getting paid. They can both
Getting
rush the
paid big money.
passers. That's for
Yeah.
damn sure. But yeah, my reaction was, I'm sorry. I thought this was America. Like, holy
Exactly.
cow.
Also, they find him like that's a pittance. Like that's not even. That's like finding me $2. So
yeah,
it's
I
not
think
really
that's
gonna
about
hurt.
all they could have got away with, really, because it's pretty
Yeah.
ridiculous.
I want to shout out Mike Green, Marshall defensive lineman. He'll be in the draft this year. He's third in the nation in sacks now, I believe. He has 11
All right.
or 12 sacks on the season. He had another multi-sack performance yesterday against Southern Miss. So congratulations to him. And a quick
Excellent.
update on the Sun Belt Conference soccer. Marshall WU played their West Virginia Derby in the regular season. It was for the regular season championship. They drew 0-0 because soccer's stupid. So I don't know if we share the regular season title or if just no one gets it. But
We got to run it back now.
Yeah, we're in the playoffs now. So both of us have buys to the semifinal. So I'm sure we'll see each other in the championship game again. So and that time they'll have to do penalty kicks or something because somebody has to be conference champion. So
How do you not? Yeah, exactly. Like, how does that not
Mark is
happen in
fun.
the first place?
All right, the dogs are going nuts on me. I gotta go take care.